Well, another week down in the books. Obviously, with the season we're in, it's a lot of fresh fragrances, but in this video, it's a lot of stuff that's new to the collection, or I've had for a little bit and I just haven't spent time with yet. So there's going to be some new ones to the rotation for sure. And it's week number 89, so stay tuned. Starting off on Sunday is the newest fragrance to the Authenticity Perfumes collection. It's a new rendition of Summer Vibes called Summer Vibes 3.0. So this changes the game from the original green the previous version, the green label that I really enjoy, and I still slightly like a little bit more than this one, but this is still a fantastic fragrance. It's a different fragrance. That's the beauty of it. The way I would describe this is a fresh bowl of cut fruit, and not the standard bowl of strawberries and grapes and stuff like this. This is mango, this is peach, this is pear. It's fresh, it's sweet and creamy, and it doesn't really change a whole lot. It stays pretty linear for the most part. There's some clean musk and stuff like that, a little bit of woodiness, but mainly this clean musk that comes in rather early. And it doesn't change a whole lot. It's very fresh and fruity. Very, very fresh. It sticks with the summer vibe, pun intended, that they were going for, but instead of being crazy lime and orange fresh, tangerine fresh and soapy like the previous version, this is more sweet fruits, juicy sweet fruits. Really nice. This is one I urge you to get a sample and try. Is everybody gonna like everything? No, but if you weren't a fan of the previous version, maybe you'll like this one. If you love the previous version, as I do, this is a different fragrance, so zero redundance. There's always a link for Authenticity in my descriptions with 10% off. Get a sample and try it. You can get just a sample, and you don't have to commit to a bottle, and see if it's worthy for you. During the day, Summer Vibes 3.0. Then when I got out the shower, it's still my favorite penguin fragrance. I've had it for a few years now. It's one I don't wear that often, obviously with a lot of fragrances, some stuff, it's a while before it gets worn from wearing to wearing, but this one is oddly addicting for me. It's Penguin Original Blend. So I know this is some people's least favorite from Penguin, and that's okay. Everybody's got different taste. It's bitter orange and suede pretty much the whole way through for me, like a 4-hour fragrance, 4-ish, 5-ish hours, nothing special, decent performance, $15 fragrance that I just find so attractive and addicting, and I keep finding myself wanting to go back for more. I keep wanting to smell myself every time I wear it. And I don't know how many of you have this that feel the same way I do, or some of you may despise it and it was a regrettable $15 purchase. That's very much a possibility as well. I just recently got Iconic Blend after putting that off a ton of times. But these are solid cheapies. They really are. This line is a great line, specifically the original signature line, but this is still my favorite. I've got all of the other line. I've got most of this line, the signature line, and I'm telling you, it's just something about it. It's still my favorite Penguin fragrance. Out the shower, Penguin Original Blend. Moving into Monday, this has now been my second full wearing. I'm going to wear it another time or two before I do my full review, but Mugler Cologne. This is an older style Terry Mugler bottle before it got bought out and changed to just Mugler. It's a neroli bomb on my skin. It is. It's a zesty bar of soap is the easiest way, the most simple form of how I can describe it. The bergamot has this bitter, juicy zestiness. It's a zesty bergamot with that soapy white floral neroli. And the zestiness tones down over time, but it doesn't change a whole lot. It stays very green and soapy on my skin. And this is another one I put off for a long time. I'll get it later. I'll get it later. For years, I'll get it later. I'll get it later. Price started going up. Reformulated Mugler Cologne Come Together is the newest version when they put out the 5 different colors, the variety. From what I understand, it's pretty much the same scent, but smell, the performance is a little different. Maybe it's a little bit weaker, and look, this is no beast, but definitely one of the kings of soap when it comes to soapy fragrances for sure. Glad to finally have it in my collection, and I've been really enjoying it. And hey, if it's one you have and you just haven't worn in a while, maybe it's time to dust the bottle off a little bit, give it a few sprays, and enjoy it during the day. Mugler Cologne. Then I got the shower. It's another one of those lemonade type scents. Ferragamo F Free Time. Similar vibe to Mercedes-Benz cologne, Dior Homme cologne, but it doesn't smell the same. Closer to Jimmy Choo Man Ice, really, but still not quite the same. It's a similar vibe, that lemonade-ish type of smell. What's different with this one is you get a lot of this fresh, grassy, slightly woody vetiver kind of smell going in the dry down. It's linear, doesn't change a whole lot. Opening, dry down, 2 stages. That's about it. Nothing spectacular or special, but it's enjoyable. It's fresh. It's underrated. And best of all, it's very cheap to get your hands on. This is a very cheap fragrance. Ferragamo puts out some great fragrances, in my opinion. They're one of my favorite designer houses, and they just so happen to get pretty damn cheap when they hit discounters, and this is one of the cheaper ones that gets no love. Out the shower, F Free Time. Moving into Tuesday, this is another one that I added to the collection and just kind of sat to the side. It's not like I haven't smelled it before. I've had friends that have worn it over the years, but I finally spent some time with it, and that's Hugo Boss Bottled Unlimited. So this is my big 200 milliliter bottle. This is, now look, what I'm about to say doesn't mean it's a must-have of any kind. It's not some groundbreaking special fragrance, but it's enjoyable. It's hard not to like this damn fragrance. It's really, really good in my opinion, because it's so easy to like and easy to wear. It's one of those types of fragrances. Pineapple fruitiness. Frozen violet leaves is the actual listing on the box for the notes, but it's just mint and violet leaves, and that's what you get. It's minty green, fruity pineapple, fresh, a little woody in the dry down. Like I said, nothing special, but man, it's hard not to like this fragrance. And look, the bottle looks cool. Looks like white ceramic with a bright green print. Even the atomizer has that same color green. Just well done. Doesn't fit the Boss Bottled line at all. Smells nothing like Boss Bottled in my opinion. As a standalone though, it's solid. You can get them really cheap. I got this from Kingdom Fragrances a while back. And if you have it already, I'm sure you're right there with me. It's just easy to like. It works for anything, especially in the warm weather. You can do anything with it. During the day, Boss Bottled Unlimited. Sorry, had to clear my throat. And then when I got out the shower, I was in the mood for this. Tommy Into the Surf. So if you recently bought the new summer flanker, Tommy Summer 2021, don't buy this if you see it, because it's the same fragrance. The only difference in the note breakdown is one says bitter orange, one says mandarin orange, I think, or just orange. It's the same fragrance. Not a similar, doesn't smell alike. It's the same juice. Rebranded, remarketed, same bottle, different cap, different name. That's exactly what they did. If you have Tommy Into the Surf already, do not buy Tommy Summer 2021 unless you just want 2 bottles of it, like I have 2 bottles now. Not necessarily a bad thing. I got a lifetime supply of this scent profile now because it's different. Clary sage, real heavy in it. It's very green for being a advertised heavy summer fragrance. Into the Surf, you think aquatic beachside, and it actually does put me standing on a beach when I smell this one. Oddly enough, for not being some ambergris bomb or full of sea notes or ambroxan or anything like that, for not being as aquatic as you would think it would be when you look at the note breakdown, it just fits. It just works. It's enjoyable. You know, nothing special in performance, and not a groundbreaking scent either, but it's likable and different enough. It does. I don't have a bunch of other fragrances that smell like it. The only fragrance I have that smells like it is Tommy Summer 2021. It's just the same fragrance, but it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. It's a decent casual fragrance. It's awesome in the heat because that'll really make it really push off your skin. You can spray this one heavy, and it's not going to be obnoxious for anyone or even for you. You won't overwhelm yourself, and they're cheap. That's always a good thing, right? Out the shower, Tommy Hilfiger Tommy Into the Surf. Moving into Wednesday, I have a feeling my wife is going to be stealing this bottle soon and kind of claiming it as her own, because every time I've pulled it out or she's seen it, she sprays herself. Today, she saw it on my little table for my rotation, grabbed it. She sprayed it 4 times on herself, and I went ahead and sprayed it twice on my arm too. It's enjoyable. It's a lychee, I believe it's lychee. Heavy fragrance, florals, woods. The Fleurs de Gulf, Orient Express. Look, this is one that if you're going to order something from them, at least get a sample. Get a sample. It's really good. Super unisex. Man, that smells good. It really does. This is another one that's super addicting to smell. You just keep going back to wherever it's sprayed so I can smell it. But it wafts pretty heavy. Performance is no slouch with these Le Fleurs de Golf fragrances. Coco du Yemen, my new favorite from them. Baccarat Vanille, their most popular one. Haven't spent any time with Night Flower yet, but I'm sure it's great because everything I've tried from them is great. And I really believe their house is worth trying. Their house is worth diving into. They don't get a lot of limelight. I don't believe they get enough limelight anyway, because they are making just some fantastic originals left and right that are perfectly unisex, that anybody can wear, that are quality, and they perform really well, because I know performance is very important to a lot of you. You don't care how it smells, as long as it's okay. But if it goes 12 hours, yeah, that's what I need. I need that fragrance. Well, this is that type of performer. It is a beast, and it smells incredibly unique and unisex. Definitely worth a sample. Orient Express, Le Fleurs de Golf. Then when I got out the shower, it was time for a good shave. I was getting rough. The beard's getting pretty long too. I don't know if I'm gonna keep letting it go. I might let it go a little bit longer. But I finally busted open my Brass and Soul shave set. Used the shave soap, used the aftershave splash, and gave myself 2 sprays of the fragrance as well. Way more performance than I like out the shower normally, but every time I have the matching fragrance for these shave sets, I always give myself probably 2 sprays is kind of the way I go, because it's plenty. I'll be with the aftershave splash, I'll be smelling myself. And look, I got to keep it completely honest with you guys. I love my Business Over Pleasure shave soap. I love the Siren. I think Brass and Soul translated the best of the 3 to the shave sets. Reason I say that, because a lot of you that have tried the fragrance, you know it's this zesty, soapy, spicy gin and tonic kind of smell. It works really well in a shave soap. When I was lathering up and just going all over with my brush, it was euphoric. I'll be damned, it was good. And look, I've been shaving with my prototype soap for Business Over Pleasure for months. I love the way Business Over Pleasure translated to the shave soap. But I gotta say, I like Brass and Soul just a little bit more. I think it, because it's already got a soapy nature to it, it just works. I'll be damned, it works. There's still some sets left. There's still a few fragrances left. I always have links in the videos for you guys if you're interested in getting your hands on it. But out the shower, I had a great shave with the Brass and Soul shave set and 2 sprays of the fragrance. Moving into Thursday, this is the main fragrance I recommend to people that are just dipping their toe in niche, because it's such a safe buy in my opinion, and it's signature scent worthy. It performs well enough to wear any time of the year without being too overwhelming to where it's fine in the high heat. It's Mancera Citra Poisé. And you're not going to break the bank with it. From discounters, you can get it anywhere from 60 to 80 bucks, and it's well worth it. It really is. It's such a good fragrance. The easiest way to describe it for me is it smells like a basket of fruits. The woodiness is that wicker basket. Picture a wicker basket with just a variety of fruits in a basket. And you pick the basket up and you smell it. That beautiful smell of a basket of fruits is in this bottle. That's what it reminds me of. Above average performer, not the beast it once was. Compliment magnet. And like I said, hard not to like. This is a safe buy in my opinion. That's why it's the first fragrance I recommend when somebody's starting out and they reach out to me and ask me what's a good niche fragrance to start with. This is always my answer. It probably always will be, because the value for your money is definitely there, because you can get it so cheap versus what it would be at retail. Because at retail it's more than double, sometimes triple, depending on how much you can find it for at discount. And look, I'm not saying it's not worth it at retail, because it's a damn good fragrance, but you can get it for such a good price, and it's so well rounded. Just a delight every time I wear it. Mancera Citra Poisé. Then we got the shower. So I'm running low on my Zaharoff Signature Rosé bar soap, and I have a stand-up shower with the glass door and everything. So when I'm lathering up, it's just rosé all around me. Love it. So every time I use it, because I have a variety of bar soaps and shower gels and all that, so I don't use the same thing every night, most nights. When I got out, 2 sprays of Signature Rosé. Now look, Brass and Soul was way more performance than I normally like out the shower. I like them, 2-3 hour fragrance and I'm good. Plenty, because I shower at night most of the time. Unless I had a rough day or, you know, a lot of sweating early, something like that. I'll take a shower early if I need to. But this is just, look, it's already a beast on my skin. But out the shower, it's just way more than what I need. But once you lather up with that soap, for me anyways, I can't help but want to keep the party going. And I give myself 2 sprays of this every time I use the soap. And it is, look, it's not for everybody. I get it. But in the travel sets that you can buy with the little decants, you can pick the scents you want. Rosé is an option. Get rosé and try it. Is it going to be for everybody? No. There's not one fragrance in this world that every person that smells it likes. But if you're looking for just this masculine resinous rose, whew, rose incense, it's so good. Out the shower, signature rosé. Moving into Friday, I actually waited till the mail came to spray my fragrance of the day because I was really excited to get this. It is the new Sauvage Elixir sent to me by my good buddy Ryan. I did my first impressions video. I looked at the notes after the fact, and look, this is crazy spicy. It's a spicy, woody, spicy Sauvage. The Sauvage DNA is in the background, even though the note listing is not exactly the same. It doesn't show ambroxan, just like the Parfum doesn't show ambroxan in the notes. It's there. I thought this was kind of a peppery spice, but it's really kind of like a cornucopia. I got a tongue twister. Cornucopia of spices up top. It's nutmeg, it's cardamom, and I forgot the other spice. There's 3 spices with some grapefruit up top. And look, it is spicy. Man, I love a good spicy fragrance. And this is damn good. Pricey for a designer fragrance. Like $155, $165, something like that. For 60 ml for a designer fragrance. But I can tell you, based off my first wearing, it went till I took a shower. All day and then some. And it kept wafting. It wasn't obnoxiously loud like Sauvage can be for some people. Because some people can't stand Sauvage. This is the Sauvage that the people that aren't a fan of Sauvage should try. It's at all the major retailers. I believe the 20th officially when it's going to be at all. I've had a lot of people tell me they have to wait till the 20th at whatever store, wherever they are. I don't know if that's an official date or something, but it's available in some places, clearly. Get out and try a tester bottle or get your hands on a carded sample. Try it. Definitely try it before you buy because it's very expensive for a 2-ounce designer. But, man, this is such a good release in my opinion. I'm going to have no problem paying retail with this. I will be getting it in the coming weeks. I'm going to wear this probably 2 more times until it's empty. I have really been digging this one. If you weren't a fan of Sauvage, maybe you should try this. If you like spicy, this is built for a spicy fragrance lover, such as myself. I think it's a great release. During the day, Sauvage Elixir, the newest release. And then this is just a cheapy superstar. Incredibly cheap. Fresh, tonic water smell, some fig leaf, smooth leather, Sean John 3 AM. And look, when I say cheapy superstar, I got a 100 milliliter backup bottle that's still sealed from Burlington, $12.99. That's a steal. Not some monster in performance, but damn, is it a unique cheapie. That's look, it's polarizing. I know some people don't like it, but I swear by it. There's a lot of other people that swear by it as well. It's such a good fragrance. And then I'm just going to say it right here and now as I spray it. The best atomizer in the game. Better than Dior. I said it. I stand by it. Come at me, bro. I'm serious. This atomizer is that good. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things how good the atomizer is. As long as you can spray yourself, that's all that really matters. But the satisfaction of spraying this pressure-sensitive atomizer and how it's perfectly wide, the right amount of juice, it's consistent, it's satisfying to spray. Those of you that have this bottle, you'll back me up. I know you know, because you have it. You know. Polarizing, like I said before. Not everybody likes it. I know I've had some people reach out in the comments, say how they despise it. It smells like piss and blah, blah, blah. All these other things. So there's a chance you won't like it. But there's a chance that you'll love it. That's why I say it's polarizing. It's kind of a no gray area kind of fragrance. Lovely out the shower, though. Very fresh and invigorating. On Friday and tonight when I take my shower in a little bit. Sean John 3 AM. Finally, on Saturday, one of my favorite summer fragrances that I have not been wearing. Shame on me. But it's just so good. One of the better soapy iris fragrances ever. Prada L'Homme L'Eau. Now, I had people in my scent of the day post ask me, Jesus, how big is that bottle? It looks huge. It's 5.1 ounce. So if it was a 100 ml, this dent would probably be like right here, you know, because I've worn it several times between mainly last summer. I wore it a lot last summer. And I think I wore it a little bit no, I didn't wear it that much. Yeah, 2019 I wore it. I wore it a good bit that summer too. So I've had it a while. I love this stuff. It's great. It's a brighter, fresher, zestier, if you will, version of the original. Intense, great, juicy, watery type of patchouli. I know juicy is a weird word for that. Watery, patchouli, leather, iris. It's moist. It's got a moist leather kind of smell. If you smelled it before, you know what I'm talking about. I have 2 bottles of it. It's incredible. The original, one of my happy fragrances. It just makes me happy. In my opinion, Prada L'Homme is one of the greatest designer DNAs ever created. This is just the fresher take. They brightened it up. They added some ginger. They didn't knock the performance back much. It still performs above average for me. It's like 7-ish hours, 6-7 hour fragrance on my skin. Still great for as fresh as it is. Soapy iris, you know, fresh, spicy, just enough. It's lovely. I really enjoy it. For my TikTok I did for my scent of the day, because I always have people ask me how many sprays. I actually added 2 sprays under my shirt on my chest after, because I had my phone in my hand. So I did 3 sprays around the neck, 1 on each shoulder, and then 1 under this neck. So I ended up doing 8 sprays. You can be liberal with this. You can spray as heavy as you want. I wouldn't go too heavy up here, but on the sides, shoulders, neck, back of the neck, all that, go to town. If you want to make some long sillage, big scent trail, go to town spraying this thing. It smells that good. It will get you some compliments. People will smell you, and you'll smell a little unique. Yes, it's soapy, but it's a little bit different for being a soapy fragrance. I love this one. During the day, Prada L'Homme Low. And then, like I said before, I'm about to go take my shower after I turn this camera off, and I'll be spraying Sean John 3 a.m. Well, that's my rotation, and until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Those of you that are familiar with this format, watch me sporadically, or if you watch every week, you know I'm interested in knowing what your week looked like. Did we match for anything? Did anybody dust off their bottle of Mugler cologne? Anybody wear Summer Vibes 3.0 this week? Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances I featured in my rotation this week, you give them a spray now, might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.